إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ومن اتبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, to proceed. To continue بإذن الله تعالى our explanation of the book al-Ajrumiyyah. We spoke in our previous lesson about Babul I'rabi, the chapter concerning al-i'rab. So first we need to complete that, then we need to go on to the next bab, anwa'ul i'rab, the categories of al-i'rab. So to summarize therefore, Yanamul Haq, what did the author Rahimahullah define al-i'rab as being? He said, هو تغيير أواخر الكلم لاختلاف الأوامل الداخلة عليها لفظا أو تقديرا. So he, rahimahullah, described or defined al-i'rab as being altering the ending of the word or the endings of the words, because the plural is mentioned, likhtilafi, because of the differing al-awamili, actors, ad-dakhilati, entering, alayha, upon it, lafdhan aw taqdeeran. Either that alteration becomes manifest in lafdhan, i.e. in the pronunciation or the reading, or taqdeeran, in relation to what is assumed to be upon the final letter, but it's not there for one of three reasons. And what did we say those three reasons could be? At-ta'adhur, that it's excused from being there because the harfun does not accept
the situation,
the harakatun, such as al-alifu al-maqsurah. It does not accept any harakatun, therefore you cannot pronounce it with a fatha or a dhamma or a kasra. The second reason would be al-istithqalu, where it's difficult upon the tongue, and that is when the final letter is al-ya'u, which is not al-mushaddaha, meaning there's no shadda upon it, such as in al-qadi, al-muhami, and so on and so forth. And the third possible reason that would prevent the harakatun from appearing on it is what we said, al-munasibah, that there's a particular reason connected to what follows it, such as al-ya'u al-mutakallim. So where you have al-ya'u, and that's annexed to an ismun, such as qalami, kitabi, bayti, and so on and so forth, then we say that last harfun, the harakatun is assumed to be on there. So that is al-i'rabu. The opposite of al-i'rabu, and this is what we need to complete, is al-bina'u. Al-bina'u. What does al-bina'u mean? Al-bina'u refers to when the word follows or assumes one particular ending, whatever its position is in the sentence. So whereas al-i'rab, or a kalimatun, which is what we call mu'rab, where a kalima is mu'rabatun, the ending changes depending upon its role in the sentence. Al-bina'u is when it follows only one ending regardless of its position in the sentence. What do we mean by that? If we say, for example, Ja'a ha'ula'i. Ja'a ha'ula'i. First of all, what does Ja'a ha'ula'i mean, Ya Alim al-Haq?
Ja'a, he returned.
No, not he returned. He came. Who came? Ha'ula'i. These. Ha'ula'i means these are in a group of people, male or female. Ha'ula'i. It's the plural of hadha. It's an ismu isharatin. Ja'a ha'ula'i therefore means
these came.
Right. These whatever people came. Right? So what is the i'rabun of this jumlah? What type of jumlatun is it, Ya Muhammad?
Jumlatul fi'liyah.
Jumlatul fi'liyah. We know it's a jumlatul fi'liyah because
It starts with a verb.
it starts with the fi'lun ja'a. So the i'rabun of ja'a ha'ula'i therefore is ja'a. We should know this now. Fi'lun madin mabniyun ala al-fathi. Ha'ula'i. What therefore is ha'ula'i?
It's assumed to be, or takes a position.
No. First of all, what is it? When we say, when we're performing the i'rab, we have to state what is it. Literally, ha'ula'i. It is
Fa'ilun.
before fa'ilun. What type of word is it?
So ism.
Right.
Ismun.
Ismu isharatin. Ismu isharatin. And ismun, which is ishara, it directs or points towards something or someone. As I said, ha'ula'i. You could say ja'a ha'ula'i ar-rijalu. These ar-rijalu, these men, ja'a came. Right? But we're not saying ar-rijalu, we just stop at ha'ula'i, right? Ja'a ha'ula'i. So, as we said, ha'ula'i. If we're going to perform the i'rabun of it, what would we say? We would say ha'ula'i ismu isharatin. We're going to write it, and I want you to try and remember it, inshallah. Ismu isharatin. That's what we would say first, right? Ismu isharatin. Now, we have an issue, don't we? Because what actually is ha'ula'i in this sentence?
Fa'ilun.
It's the fa'ilun. But then we have an issue, don't we?
Yeah.
Because the fa'ilun is always marfu'un. But as I mentioned, those three terms, marfu'un and mansubun and majrurun, are for words which are mu'rab. Mu'rab, meaning the ending changes. Right? Those three terms can only be applied to an ismun, which is mu'rabun. Because that's where the change becomes manifest in the ending.
Yeah.
But if your ismun is mabniyun, right? Which is from al-bina, it meaning it's fixed upon one particular state, then we cannot say that here haula'i is marfu'un.
No.
Why?
Because it's clearly not marfu'un.
Ya Muhammad,
It's assumed to take the
that's not the answer. To say it's clearly not marfu'un is not the answer. What is the correct answer? The correct answer, as I just said, is that that term marfu'un and mansubun and majrurun can only correctly be applied to an ismun which is mu'rabun. Is ha'ula'i mu'rabun?
No.
It's mabaniyun, right? It's mabaniyun. You understand?
Yes.
Why is it mabaniyun? Because I'm going to explain it. I'm going to give you 3 sentences. But the point is, it's, except for the moment, it's mabaniyun. It's always ha'ula'i. So we cannot say ismu isharatin marfu'un, can we? So what do we have to say? We say it is right. Fi mahalli, fi mahalli.
nasbin.
Like, Ya Muhammad, it can't be nasbin, can it? Because the fa'ilun is always
Marfu.
marfu'un. Therefore, it's got to be fi mahalli
It's not rafin.
raf'in. Raf'in. Fi mahalli raf'in fa'ilun. Fa'ilun. So if I ask you, so what therefore is the i'rabun of ha'ula'i? You say it is ismu isharatin
Yeah.
fi mahalli raf'in, in the position of being marfu'un, but it cannot be marfu'un. Why?
Because it's
It doesn't change.
Because it's mabniyun, and it is the fa'ilun, right? So ja'a was fi'lun madin mabniyun ala al-fathi. هؤلاء is اسم إشارة في محل رفع فاعل, right? Yeah, Muhammad. So جاء هؤلاء, هؤلاء here is في محل رفع. Now, if we say I honored these whoever people, how do we say that? What's I honored? Akrama is he honored. I honored therefore is
Akramatu.
akramtu. Akramtu. What do we say here? هؤلاء. أكرمت هؤلاء. What do we notice about هؤلاء here?
It's the same.
It's the same. Because هؤلاء is اسم إشارة. And therefore it is مبني. It is مبني. So let's perform the i'rabun. We say akramtu. Akramtu is fi'lun madin mabniyun ala sakuni. At-ta'u here is
Fa'il.
right. Ta'ul fa'ili is the ta of al-fa'il, right? So now al-fa'ilu is
Marfu.
no.
No,
It's not.
based upon that.
Right, Ya Muhammad. Good. The ta here, what is the ta actually? It's damirun. It's a damirun, right? This is a good example because here, this ta is a damirun. So what do we say? We say that it is, we know this bit, right? Fi'lun madin mabniyun ala sakun. The ta is damirun. Damirun. Right? Mabniyun مبني على الضم على الضم ضمير مبني على الضم في what position is it in في محل رفع and what is it فاعل ضمير مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل because it is a فاعل, right?
Yeah.
So what therefore is هؤلاء? But before that, what is it? هؤلاء is? Right. We say it's اسم إشارة
مبني على في محل فتح. No, that's not right.
في محل
نصب.
Right. في good. في
تنوين. No, yes.
في محل نصب. And then what is it? في محل نصب, what is it? مفعول به. مفعول به. Right? Not difficult, right? Is that clear? That therefore is, we now have two examples where هؤلاء first, it is the فاعل. Secondly, it is a مفعول به. Therefore, what do we need to know? What do we need to know? In order to illustrate that هؤلاء is indeed مبني regardless.
It needs to come after a حرف جر.
حرف جر. It has to be اسم مجرور. Right. So give me an example, يا محمد.
على هؤلاء. These.
Right. But the common one is مررت. What does مررت mean?
I passed by.
مررت بهؤلاء. هؤلاء. Right. مررت means I passed. بها by هؤلاء. Now, what always happens in this situation? When we have be attached to هؤلاء, what does everybody usually say? It's already majrurun. But that's not correct, is it?
No.
Why is that not correct?
That's its original state.
Because هؤلاء is مبني. It's مبني. And when an ismun is مبني, you cannot apply those three terms to it. مرفوع and منصوب and مجرور. Right? So, مررت. We know the إعراب في مررت. What is it, يا محمد? مررت.
It's a
فعل
ماض fixed
مبني
على السكون.
على السكون.
And the ta is
ضمير مبني
على ضم.
على الضم في
محل رفع.
Excellent. في محل رفع فاعل. يا محمد, that's right. If you can do it once, you can do it every time, right? If you can do it once, you can do it every time. So what therefore is bi ha'ula'i? Bi is
حرف جر.
harfu jarrin. Ha'ula'i is
Is it
مفعول به.
no, but start off as we did before. Start off as we did before.
اسم إشارة.
اسم إشارة.
اسم إشارة fixed. How do you say fixed again?
مبني على الكسر. Right. Yeah, مبني على الكسر.
في محل
في محل
اسمه نصب.
رفع.
not رفع. It can't be رفع, can it?
كسر.
في محل جر. في محل جر. And then what is it in our sentence?
مفعول به.
Is it not اسم?
No, it's not مفعول به. It's اسم مجرور. Right? There's two ways that you can explain it. When you have an ismun that follows a harfu jarrin, then you can say that jarun wa majrurun, which is very common, which is the easy one, not that the other one's that much more difficult anyway, or you can say harfu jarrin wa ismun majrurun. But that was good, ya Muhammad, mashallah, that's good, right? So what's the point of all of this? To illustrate that ha'ula'i, in each of these sentences, first it is the fa'ilun, then it is the
منصوب.
maf'ulun bihi, then it is the
اسم جر.
right? Ismun majrurun. In all three it's different. But what we cannot say is that, oh, here it is marfu'un, here it is mansubun, and here it is majrurun. And we cannot say that because it's mabaniyun. Therefore we say fi mahalli raf'in, fi mahalli nasbin, fi mahalli jarrin. And that is the third type of i'rab, right? Even though it's not actually i'rabun, is it? Because the ending hasn't changed. But as Ibn Ajrumiyyah said, that the change can manifest itself either, what did he say? Lafdhan or taqdeeran, right? So in terms of al-i'rab, that's correct. It can be lafdhan or taqdeeran. When we add the third category, mahallan, then it's not because of al-i'rab, is it? Because al-i'rab is the changing of the harakatun on the end. But here, it is because it's mabaniyun. So it's grouped together with al-i'rab when you're discussing it. But it's not actually a change, is it? It's fi mahalli, in the position of it being there. And so what therefore is the difference? When we have an ism which is mu'rabun, what has changed? Exactly what has changed? Yeah, Muhammad, after all that, nothing's changed. How could nothing have changed? What's changed?
The ending.
Specifically, what's changed? The harakatun on the last letter. That's what's changed. When you say mahallan or fi mahalli raf'in, nasbin, jarrin, what has actually changed? Nothing's changed. But what you don't say is the last harakatun has changed. What you say is the entire word, and this is the difference between them. The entire word now occupies a different position. You understand? It's the entire word as opposed to the actual harakatun on the lafdhun on the end. Right? Is that clear? That was the last point that we needed to mention with regards to the previous lesson. Is that clear?
Sure.
Ya Namul Haq. Right. Now the next exciting bit, but you're already familiar with it, so it will not take long, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, and that is an-nawa'ul i'rab. An-nawa'u al-i'rabi. An-nawa'ul i'rabi, which means types of al-i'rab. Anwa'u here, anwa'un is the plural of naw'un. Naw'un means a type. Anwa'un means types. It's al-jam'u, the plural. We say anwa'ul i'rabi. Anwa'ul i'rabi, what type of construct is this? An idafatun. Right? Which is why we end with al-i'rabi. So, anwa'ul i'rab, iqra, ya Namul Haq. Wa aqsamuhu, wa aqsamuhu, wa aqsamuhu, arba'atun.
رفع ونصب
رفع
ونصب
ونصب
وخفض
وخفض
وجزم
وجزم جزم حسنا وأقسامه and its aqsam. Aqsamun means categories, divisions, types. Wa aqsamuhu, the hu, the damirun here refers to al-i'rab. Wa aqsamuhu arba'atun is four types. Why is the female arba'atun used here and not arba'un?
Because Arabic after three is
Because Aqsamu is male.
Right, ya Muhammad. Because aqsamun is male. And remember,
one male, other one female.
Remember from 3 to 10, if your counted noun is male, then your number is female. And if your counted noun is female, then your number is male. Our counted noun is male, therefore our number is female. Arba'atun. Wa aqsamuhu arba'atun. And its categories are four. Raf'un, ونصب وخفض وجزم. Hasanun. In terms of al-lugha, the language, raf'un means
Dhamma.
no, what does it actually mean in the language?
Ends with Dhamma.
No, that's the grammatical definition. What does raf'un mean? Raised. It means al-irtifa'u wal-'ulu, the raising, making high, right? That is what it refers to in terms of al-lugha, the Arabic language. In relation to an-nahu, grammar, raf'un, its indicator is
The Dhamma.
ad-dammatu. Ad-dammatu, oh, as they say, manaba anha. What deputizes for it. Remember that, right? That either it's going to be a dhamma or what deputizes for it. Because not every ismun, its marfu'un state can be identified by a dhamma. For example,
How would I? No?
No, not هؤلاء. Not like. Right. جمع المذكر السالم. When you say مسلمون, مسلمون, مؤمنون, right? In that instance, do we say that the Dhamma indicates that it is marfu'un? Why do we not say that? Why do we not say Muslimuna, the indicator of that being marfu'un is a Dhamma? What? Because there's no Dhamma on it, so it's not possible to say anyway. There is no Dhamma, right? So when the grammarians say that the indicator alamatuhu, right? That's what they say, don't they? Alamatuhu ad-dammatu. Ad-dammatu. أو مناب عنها. Naba, it means he took the position, deputized, or what deputizes for it. In Muslimuna, and this, all of these, what deputizes for the Dhamma, the Fatha, the Kasra, and the state of Majzumun, they're described in more detail later on. But here we say that the indicator for being raf'un, alamatuhu ad-dammatu al-dhahiratu ala akhirihi, or manab anha, what deputizes for it. So what in Muslimuna deputizes for?
Wow.
The al-waw is what deputizes for the Dhamma, right? So that is raf'un wa nasbun. What does nasbun mean?
Level?
Nasbun, the ayah that we read all the time on Friday, or listen to, in al-Ghashiyah, وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ كَيْفَ نُصِبَتْ. وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ, what does that mean? وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ,
That's this mountain.
the mountains, كَيْفَ. It's very important that when we're reading Al-Quran, that we try and understand what is being said. And the reason being is because, as we've said frequently, living here in the West, our most apparent indicator for our progression of learning Arabic is not speaking to people, because there are very few people here who you can converse with in Arabic. Our indicator is what? Is Al-Quran. Because that's the book, the one Arabic book that you read most frequently, and that's the one Arabic book that you hear being recited most frequently. So that is your indicator. So if you want to know how well you're doing, then the next time you read Al-Quran or you listen to it being recited, consider how much of it you understand. Particularly those surah that we read or hear all the time, like Al-Ghashiyah. وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ كَيْفَ نُصِّبَتْ. Al-Jibal, the mountains, كَيْفَ, how? نُصِّبَتْ. What is it about the mountains that's so
High.
unique, apart from being very high? كَيْفَ نُصِّبَتْ. How they're fixed and firm. Right? So in Arabic, it means al-istiwa wal-istiqra. It means to become established and firm. Right? However, in terms of an-nahwu, what do we say alamatuhu is? Of an-nasbu. What's its indicator? Al-fathatu. Al-fathatu. Right? Oh, manaba'an. Right? Oh, manaba'anha. Or that which deputizes for al-fatha. And we will see examples of that, insha'Allah ta'ala. So that is nasbun. The third one is khafdun. So what does khafdun mean? Tasafful. What does it mean? Right, it means lowering.
Drop down.
Right, to bring down. And the indicator of it being khafdun is al-kasratu. Kasratu. Aw manab'anha. Right? And the final one is jazmun. We should mention here, of course, khafdun is a term which group use?
Al-Kufa.
Right, Ahlul Kufa. If you want an easy way to remember which is which, khafdun, kha, ku. I mean, it's not the same letter, but it might sound the same. Kufa. Khafdun, Kufa. That's good, isn't it? Khafdun and Kufa. So you don't get confused. So that's the term used by Ahlul Kufa. As for Ahlul Basra, they use? Right, they use al-jarr. And the final one is? Jazmun. Jazmun in Arabic literally means al-qat'u. Cutting. Cutting. And that's interesting, isn't it? Because when you cut your lafdhun, right, when you cut it, what in effect are you doing in relation to the word that follows it? Right, you're severing the tie, aren't you? Are you not? Because you cannot carry on the recitation, can you? You have to stop at that point. That is why it's called jazmun. Right, and its indicator is alamatuhu as-sakun. Oh manab anha, or that which deputizes for it. Right? So the bit to note here, it's when I ask you ma hiya alamatuha, what is its indicator? Right? So then you can say alamatuhu or alamataha, whatever we're talking about, is either al-fathatu or al-dammatu or al-kasratu or al-sakun. Right? Is that clear? Nothing complicated there. You've encountered all of this before, insha'Allah ta'ala. Now, Ibn Ajrumiyyah